gentlemen. I'm going to defer to you, Craig Morgan, since it feels a bit like we haven't caught up in a hot minute. Trying to take the pulse of this team right now. What 3 players can get the Cardinals off the snide with a 3-game losing streak?
Well, all right. I'm going to go obviously out on a big limb here with Kyler Murray as my offensive choice here. But I almost feel like we can just roll back the clip of Johnny just talking about needing to outshine your counterpart on the other side of the field. That's it. I mean, Kyler Murray needs to get right. He needs to show that he is still the quarterback that can lead this team to the postseason. It's been a rough 3-week stretch for K1. He's had to answer a lot of questions, take a lot of arrows to the forehead. Might I say he needs to get right. There's no excuse for the Cardinals offense not to shine against the New England Patriots. The defense may be the better side of an awful team, but they're not good. This is not a good team. Kyler Murray needs to get it going. They need to get the passing game going in this game. On the other side of the ball, I think I mentioned earlier that the Patriots offensive line is a bit of a hot mess. The left tackle position is a mess. Why not LJ Collier? Why not a veteran getting to feed? You can pass it around, right? You can pass a baton around on this defense. That's the way it's been all season with different guys shining. But I feel like this is time for a veteran to step up and make some plays, maybe get to the quarterback, something that we're going to be talking about a lot this offseason. So let's go with LJ there. And then Chad Ryland, not only does he have something to prove as my X factor in this game because he's had misses in the last 3 weeks, and he might be playing for his job with Matt Prater just chomping at the bit to get back in the lineup. Chad Ryland was a New England Patriot as well. He was drafted in the 4th round, and they said goodbye to him after a not noteworthy performance for the Patriots. Bill Belichick thought he was worth a 4th round draft pick and then decided, whoops, made a mistake there. He was not. So Chad Ryland, this is your get right game as well.
Respectfully, Craig, I don't want to see Chad Ryland at all. I want touchdowns this weekend. Hey, Chad, let's do like 7 extra points.
There you go.
Yeah.
If Chad Ryland's in there kicking field goals like he has been the past couple of weeks, and I mean the volume, not necessarily the choking, I'm going to be upset. And it's not going to have anything to do with Chad Ryland. I don't want to see Chad Ryland's name at all featured this weekend.
Would you settle for lengthy PATs after penalties?
Sure. Let's do it. Let's sign me up for that, right?
Okay.
He's been so bad. Inside 40 yards, he's just been bad. It's really unfortunate. But LJ Collier has now reached, he's got a new career high in sacks. He's been great the last couple games, 3.5 on the season. I think he's done a good job making a case for himself to come back on another, maybe a longer contract with the Arizona Cardinals. Let's go to my key players of the game before we get to our predictions. I got James Conner. That's Marvin Harrison Jr. But it's all right.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
You go first.
Let me take care of it. Because, Greg, you highlighted the rookie infusion. All of my prediction players this week are rookies. Start anew here. No one wants to see this team lose with old players. With all due respect, if the first 2 picks of the Cardinals don't have kick-ass end of the months, it's an indictment of everybody involved. Marvin Harrison Jr., Darius Robinson need to be a freight train from hell this weekend, slapping the Patriots around, Marvin torching Christian Gonzalez, Darius Robinson sacking Drake Maye. You had 2 first-round picks. You sold everybody on just a bargain bin, garbage 2023 season. Why? So you could splurge in last year's draft. It's time for the chickens to come home to roost. We need to see the return on investment. It's December. They're not rookies anymore. Well, Darius is a rookie, but you know what I mean. This team needs to let these guys play free, comfortable. They're at their home landscape. I need to see impact players. And then also Trey Benson just deserves more carries. DeMercado is out this week. I think James Conner and Trey Benson will likely split carries. I think it's going to be a steady diet of both. Trey is quickly approaching 5 yards per carry this year. Looks fantastic. Has gotten better every week. I mean, he and Max Melton have seen their arrows just gently and surely point up from September, October, November, and it's the key to their development. Marvin Harrison Jr., I need to see a rocket ship strapped to his back this week. I need to see him coming in and out of his breaks like his back's on fire, that this team has just ignited a fuse under him. Because if you're Marvin, like you hear people talking to Drew Terrell about you. You hear Bo Brock and Craig Morgan stand at your locker saying, like, what's going on, buddy? It's week 13. You hear the questions that JG and Petzinger posed. It's like, wouldn't it be great if we got through an entire week and we didn't have to talk about this and it was just a known commodity that the 4th overall pick was a killer that could go out there and take over games. I want to sit back and do a post-game show Sunday having a rookie showcase. Do that. Come on, JG.
I love all those choices. Love all those choices. And just getting back to what we were talking about earlier, and shameless plug for my preview that's coming tomorrow. I am looking at 5 things that I want to see from the Cardinals the rest of the season. Getting that Kyler Murray to Marvin Harrison Jr. connection going in these final 4 games is number 1 on the list. And then seeing these young players get time. There's no reason not to play these guys and see what you got. Those are my top 2 in tomorrow's story. So love all those picks from JB.
Let's take a look at my key players in the game. James Conner. You guys are calling for youth movement. I've got the nearly 30-year-old running back. Give me James Conner. Love to see a solid performance from JC. I thought he bounced back a little bit last week, but we need it. I'm thinking like two tutty day for James Conner. Okay. As long as they can get the passing attack going, but in close, give it to James Conner, keep it simple around the goal line and have him get into the painted area for a touchdown. We look at the tight ends for this Patriots offense and they're heavily involved, and maybe your slot corner can help combat that, and Garrett Williams, and take away their slot receivers as well. Garrett Williams has done the best taking away the football, and I'm looking for a mistake from Drake Maye, if not a couple of them. I think Garrett Williams, the second-year star, looks to bounce back after a rough performance last week. And then my X factor, Mike Pilardi. Who the hell is Mike Pilardi? He's probably your starting punter on Sunday because Blake Gillikin was ruled out. And Craig, we saw Pilardi over there. The key here is him just holding those kicks from Chad Ryland. Like, I think that's an overlooked area here. Like, Mike Pilardi is going to hold, just as far as getting the football down so Ryland can get it up there. I think that holder position is far too overlooked. So Pilardi's got that plus punting duties, and you can see here he's a former Patriot as well. Can the Cardinals get a good game from their replacement punter? I think that's going to be key.
Couple comments on this, Bo. First off, if the holder becomes a big storyline in this game, we're all in trouble. So
yeah,
want to put that out there. I do appreciate your support of the elderly, though. So I want to say that. But James Conner also has a chance to get to 1,000 yards again this season. His second straight 1,000-yard season after never doing it previously in his career. Yeah. He needs to get back on track. So I agree with that completely. They need to get JC going again because he's obviously going to be around for a couple more years.
I'm gonna say the thing you're not supposed to say. I don't care about specialists this week. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see the punter this week. I want to convert third downs.
I wanted to put one that I'm not sure he's going to get elevated. I want it to be Michael Carter's season. I want him without Amari Dermacado. I nearly put him as my X factor, but I'm not so confident. I think it's like a 50-50 coin flip that he could get elevated, and they carry the 4 backs on the active roster like they've done all season, and Carter fills in, but he's not. He doesn't play the same role. That's why he's been on the practice squad all season as Dermacado. He's not going to be a guy that's going to be in there and pass pro. So
I think DJ Dallas will be the third down back. I think there's a chance he sees some time at the third down back. He got some carries against like the Jets and the Bears, remember?
Yeah, hopefully DJ Dallas gets more carries because of why he was getting carries in the last games he saw action. So let's get to these predictions. What do we say as a PHNX Cardinals show? Across the board. Got Johnny 24-17. I've got a little bit of bigger margin of victory, 26-13. Craig going for the biggest margin of victory here, 27-13. Craig, explain yourself.
The Patriots offense is anemic for starters. But I do like going back to what we were saying. I feel like this is a get right game. This is your chance to just blow it all out. You need to turn up in this game. The offense needs to show up in this game. And I thought they were going to turn out last week. I thought they were going to show up against the Seahawks, and they didn't. They got embarrassed. So they need to prove to me, they need to prove to the Cardinals fan base, they need to prove to a lot of people that this thing is still for real and that we should have faith going forward with this offense.
I think the Cardinals could shut out the Patriots on Sunday. I think that Nick Wallace could put together that kind of performance. You're laughing. It would not surprise me, but the offense has to do its part to do that. The offense can't be anemic. Like I think how many times this year has the defense played 2 bad games in a row? I don't think it's happened. I think the defense typically always bounces back, and I think that they're going to eat against Drake Maye, assuming that he doesn't go off. But they can't do that unless the offense like puts together like drives and finds the end zone. The Patriots just can't be hanging around in the fourth quarter. So I actually like Shane's prediction a lot because I look at 17-10.
I don't like it. I don't want to watch.
Well,
that
I don't
game.
like it, but I feel like it's probably, if we take the pom-poms, rose-colored glasses off, probably the most likely outcome. Because I think we're hopeful because we see the ingredients. You guys see that every day. But what leads you to believe the Cardinals can score points right now? They can't. Everything in the red zone looks impossible for this team.
What leads me to believe they can score points is the Patriots. It's just the Patriots. Like if you can't do it against a 3-10 team, we got problems. But
Johnny.
You don't want to see Rams 49ers 2.0? No? Don't want to watch that again? Okay, neither do I.
Yeah. 17-10 would be a bit of a sludge, too much of a sludge. Like, need to see offensive football, and Shane wants to rob us of that with his prediction. It's his last gift to us. Is our fill-in producer.
I almost hit you guys with the 15-9 game with just straight up gross 8 field goals.
Yeah,
total. There's some bad football.
I'm telling you.
Can you imagine Johnny in the post game after that game? I can't.
Well, I couldn't do that. I can't do this anymore.
A win does not escape Kyler Murray from criticism, and 17-10 with a James Conner 2 touchdown day. I mean, like, Cardinals, I feel like a good chance to force some turnovers. Again, I think defensively they're going to be okay because they're too well coached. The eyeballs are on the offense, and this offense, I think there's almost equal amount of pressure as last week, because now it's like people look at you like you're flailing, you look unprepared, and now it becomes the shift of the mindset goes from, can you win the NFC West, to are you even the quarterback? Are you even the play caller? Do we even want you guys around? Which is I'm sure is frustrating for them.
Yeah. Jess speaks for most of us. I want to watch a competent and fun football team I love, even though they hurt me. They do, week in and week out.